Good afternoon. This is Jay Jimenez from DOT. I'm returning your call. Well, I can tell you that I find Linda to be the ultimate professional. Linda is very professional, very organized, and very thorough in the way she conducts her work. It was really a pleasure to work with her. I think she's got very good management skills. I worked a very short time with her, but the short time that I worked with her, I thought that she was an effective communicator in terms of the direction of where we needed to go. And she seems to have a very good relationship with her colleagues.
Okay.
I would truly recommend Linda for any professional position in your organization. I think she would be an asset. I think she's an asset wherever she goes. Extremely, extremely knowledgeable. And again, just like a real professional in the way she conducts herself. She was pursuing other opportunities, looking to pursue other opportunities.
Okay, so she left voluntarily?
I'm sorry?
She left voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and in good standing.
Okay. So she would be eligible for rehire?
If I had a position, I would consider her.
Her reason for separation was really related to a change in administration. Being in public sector government, when there is a change in administration, a change in party, the new administration takes a very close look at who came in under a prior administration, especially under a different party. She came in under a Republican party, and now a Democratic party's in. So I would say that her reason for separation is purely because, a new administration came in.
Okay, so she was a Christie appointee and replaced by a Murphy appointee, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. So she received a review and was found that her position was not, her views were not in line with the position.
I don't even know if it was that much. I think that they just finally got along and with their review and determined that there were certain positions that they would prefer to have their own party in. If you were to ask me my absolute opinion on that, that's what I would say. Do I feel that it was justified? And it's just, when anew you could be the, best individual for the job and you're not, aligned with the current administration, then I've seen many good individuals leave as a result of a change in administration. So I don't want to say that it was or wasn't. It just is what it is.
Okay.
I don't know what her political leanings are. I don't know that I would hold it against her that the current administration, I wouldn't say that her views are not consistent with the current administration. I would just say that the position is one that maybe they would want to put somebody, how do I say? Sometimes they just have somebody that they want in the position.
So my concern here is I asked the same question of Jay Jimenez. I understand was her supervisor. I assume you know him.
Yes,
and
it's my supervisor.
Okay. He said, when I asked the reason for separation, he said she left to pursue new opportunities and that she left voluntarily.
Yeah, that is probably, I'm thinking that he was just trying to do what he could to help her.
Yeah, that's, I'm
know,
sorry, that's concerning from my standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why Jay would have done that. But it was, a discontinuation of her unclassified appointment.
Okay. So she's been replaced there's somebody else in her position.
In recruitment right now, pending the interviews. But yes, I do believe that somebody will be placed that the administration wants in there. Yeah, I would say that she did pretty well. Again, I wasn't her supervisor, so it's a little bit difficult to judge that. But from my observations when she first arrived, she was charged with coming up with a tracking mechanism and a monitoring mechanism for the Chapter 6 compliance for the federal requirements for Chapter 6, and I think that was stressful because there were a lot of contractors who were not happy with having to demonstrate compliance with the regulations and with the laws. So that was very difficult. And again, from my understanding, she was very successful in making improvements in the contractor compliance area. And it would not have been easy, because they were resisting every step of the way. Oh, and then I'm sorry, on the other side of that, the Federal Highway Administration was putting deadlines on it. So even though, so she was struggling in between what the contractors were resisting and what the federal government was requiring. So I would say she handled herself very well because she was successful. I think she had told me at one point when she first got here, there were 11 aspects of that the department was deficient in, where the federal requirement for monitoring was, and by the time she left, she was down to 3. So she had successfully brought the department up to compliance in 8 of the 11 that were identified when she first got here. So I would say she does pretty well.
And you think that was a good success rate for them?
Yes. Because they weren't easy.
Okay.
Each item was not easy. And I think the Federal Highway Administration was pleased with that. Her interaction with her immediate staff was, I don't know how to explain it, difficult at times. It was a difficult group to deal with. She was trying to make some improvements in areas of time and attendance and work accountability. Met with some resistance there, but I think overall her interaction was good. It just took some people a little bit by surprise, I think, because they had not historically been held to the level of accountability that she wished them to be held. With her colleagues, I would say it was very good. With her superiors, I would say it was very good.
Okay. So you say these were, I want to explore that just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like you're saying she was dealing with people that worked for her and they were resistant to accountability. Is that?
Yes. I would say in a nutshell that's pretty good. That they were, accountability is with regard to their time and attendance and with regard to their work product.
Okay.
They were
So,
kind of marching to the beat of their own drum, and she wanted them all to come into sync. So.
Okay. Do you think that was she was being overly demanding of them?
Not from my observations, no. I think she was just trying to get them to be as productive as she expected, which I feel was reasonable.
Women's equality means women being able to be their genuine selves.
Equal, right? Equal rights, equal in everything that we do.
For me, it is a social and economic imperative. It means valuing women across all communities.
Equality of opportunity, regardless of sex.
Some women are never ever given even the opportunity to sit for an interview for a position.
Understanding that every one of us is a full human being deserving of equal dignity and equal respect.